So this is the question that alkyl halide gives cyanide with KCN but isocyanide with AgCN. Okay, we need to explain the reason. What is the reason? So, what hint I have given to you that there is a difference in bonding. That one is covalent and the other one is the ionic bond. That is quite correct. But additionally, we required something else. So let's start the solution. See, KCN, if you look for the KCN, so K plus and Cn negative, okay, this shows that it is a ionic bond, okay, no doubt about that. In case of AgCN, it is a covalent bond, okay, so bonding is correct. This is ionic, this is covalent. But there is one more thing which we should keep in mind is what the resonating structure of cyanide, carbon triply bonded with nitrogen. So here is a lone pair, here is a lone pair with a negative charge. So the octet is complete in both cases, and this is resonance stabilized by carbon double bond with two lone pair. This is already we have negative charge, and this will gain a negative charge here. Okay, so what happened, both, this is the structure, this is a negative charge and this is, both have negative charge. That means the carbon also and the nitrogen also, both can act as a nucleophile. Okay, so this is what this is called, ambident nucleophile. You may know that, AMBIDENT, ambident nucleophile. Okay, now the attacking can be done from carbon also and from nitrogen also. But when it is done from carbon, this will give you cyanide, but when it is done from nitrogen, this will give you also cyanide. And in KCN will get always cyanide. So here one more thing you should understand, one is the resonance, another one is the bond, and one more thing is that what, see, we have a R, okay, so this C, H, H and H and Br and KCN. Now the attacking side is carbon, if the attacking side is, because this will be removed, okay, so we'll get C, H, H, H and Cn. So here is the formation of carbon carbon bond. And in other hand, if we go for this side, H, C, H, H and C, so here is the formation of carbon nitrogen bond. So what, this is the difference, this is the carbon carbon bond and this is carbon and nitrogen bond. Carbon carbon bond is quite stronger, this is stronger compared to this. Okay, that is why the carbon side will be preferable here. The carbon, although they both can attack, but the preferable side is what, carbon side, because the formation of carbon carbon bond is stronger compared to this one. This is important thing you should understand. Okay, and here, as this is a covalent bond, okay, so in this case only nitrogen atom is free to donate electron pair, because nitrogen contain electron pair. This is a covalent bond. This is covalent bond means what, electron will share by both, so there is no free electron. Hence in this case only nitrogen can share its lone pair. Okay, only nitrogen can share its lone pair, and as the nitrogen can share its lone pair, the result is what, result is isocyanate compound. So here Rx will combine with AgCN. So this will give you RNC. Okay, so this is the answer. Your uh, answers are correct. I'm not saying that the answers are not correct, but this detail you have to explain, because the answer question says explain it. First is ionic bonding, covalent bonding. This is no doubt correct, but additional things you need to understand that what is the role of carbon negativity and nitrogen negativity, and which bond is stronger. Okay, let's moving the for the second question. RCl hydrolyzed to ROH slowly. Okay, so let's start the solution. RCl hydrolyzed, so HOS, this will give ROH with chloride ion. Okay, or SCl you can say. This reaction is slow, this reaction is slow, but as we add Ki as a catalyst, the reaction become faster. What is the reason? So first you should understand that the Ki, potassium iodide, is ionized in K plus and I minus, and this I minus is important to understand. What are the importance of I minus? First, it is a strong nucleophile, and second, it is a better leaving group, better leaving group. So it is a strong nucleophile and better leaving. Now what is now if you adding Ki in this, as it is a strong nucleophile to compare to this one, so RCl with Ki. Okay, and this will give you Ri with release of Cl negative. Okay, and now this Ri will combine with what? OH. So this is better leaving group. So ROH will form and I will be released. This is a poor leaving group. Poor leaving group. And this is the better leaving group. So as this is the better leaving group, this will release faster. So here is the difference. Here the chloride is releasing, which is a poor leaving group, and the reaction is same. Here the hydrolysis occur, but with the addition of Ki, this hydrolysis become faster. Okay, and one more thing is that this can be recycled also, because here iodide is released, so again it can be utilized. Okay, so this is the kettle, and we know that the whatever catalyst we are adding, this will be escape out in the final equation. So this iodide is escape out. So this is how you need to explain this question. So I think this you most of you are able to answer this question, but still this is what the proper explanation. Thank you so much. So this was the problem. This is a tertiary alkyl halide, and we have two cases. So is as it is written here, KOH ethanol, that means it is an alcoholic KOH, and alcoholic KOH is mean for what? Elimination. So here what will happen? Here elimination occur, and elimination means what? Abstraction of proton. We have three choice of abstraction of proton. You can take any hydrogen. Okay, because this is a alpha, so this is also beta, this is okay, so you can take from anyone. So here the product is H3C, uh, CH3, and double bond CH2 plus KBr and plus H2O. So very simple. KOH plus ethanol. It is not written like this, aqueous or alcoholic. Ethanol, that means it is an alcoholic KOH, so elimination occur. And this is HOH, weaker nucleophile, so this will give you simply a substitution. Okay. So here we will get CH3, C, CS3, CS3. This is, and this one is a nucleophile, so here OH. Okay, and HBr. So very simple, no rocket science, nothing else, and most of you are able to answer this question. So thank you so much. So this was the question. PBr2, then this is the product. Okay, so this you need to uh, identify that it is a bromine which is added. Okay, so this is the substitution, actually substitution by a nucleophile. So here what we need to write CH3, then CH3, and this is the OH. So this OH will be substitute with this bromine, so this will give you uh, what, CH3 CHBr CH3 with PBr2. Then the alkali KOH. So alkali KOH, what does it means? Alkali KOH, it means it is a elimination. So elimination of what? This Br with this H also. So CH3 CH double bond CH2, because this hydrogen and this bromine is eliminated. Okay, so this is the elimination. And then we have a next is what, HBr with peroxide. So HBr with peroxide, this is what, peroxide. If you see this peroxide, this is the addition. HBr is the addition in this double bond alkene. Okay, but peroxide is the opposite of anti-Markovnikov. That means if this HBr is added according to Markovnikov, the negative side will goes to this side and positive side will goes to this side. Okay, negative side will goes to least number of carbon, but here the anti-Markovnikov. So anti-Markovnikov shows that opposite of reaction. That means the negative side will goes to where we have a number of hydrogens maximum. So CH3 CH2 CH2 Br. So these three things we have completed. Thank you so much.